Hey there, folks. This is Foggy. Welcome to day 358 of my year solo board game, considered by many to be ill-advised and stupid. We're playing a game that was a submission to the 2022 Board Game Geek Solo Contest. This is basically a contest design where people just submit their games and intend them to be able to be played solo. Um, and this is one called Golden Hour. It really caught my attention. I really like the nature-themed games, and I decided to give this a try. It's a lot of there's some extra tokens that are required with this. You need one token for four different animals, and then you need dice that match those tokens. So we've got these. They recommend white for eagle, and unfortunately, I do not have a white token easily readable, easily available. And then in addition to that, they have you get some additional tokens for these trackers here, plus your own player token. I decided instead of the blue token, one of these blue ones for the start, I would just get an actual player thing. I think that's from Forbidden Island. I need to make sure that ends up back in its correct spot at some point. Um, this little shelf over here to the right has a whole bunch of like extraneous pieces for various games. So, for example, found that from Lost Ruins of Arnak. I found this on the floor when I was trying to find one of the dice from a previous game. So, little stuff there. There's a blue thing that I've got, and I really don't know where that's from. I think I know where it's from, but it's going to take a little digging to remember where. But essentially, in this game, you are a photographer. You are going to spend 3 days trying to get photographs of various animals throughout this area. There's an area where the fox will be found. There's an area where a stag will be found, and a crocodile. And then there's an eagle flying all around, basically just trying to be deceptive. In addition, you also want to try to get some shots of the sunrise and sunset. And ideally, you'd like to go for golden hour, which is specifically a period of the day when the photographs are going to look much better. Specifically, like 3 o'clock or hour three is like a golden hour, which will give +2. Same with 11 here over here, and 10 and 1, 2, both give +1. You only have a limited amount of stamina, though. It is not easy walking through all these forests. So you'll start off with 6 stamina the first day, and this will go down day by day. And each turn, you'll be choosing whether or not to use up one stamina or multiple stamina for as many actions as you can get, or you're going to rest and gain some stamina back. Ideally, you're going to try to get 12 photos total. Uh, you're going to want two of each type of animal, and then you're going to want two sunrise and two sunsets. So you're kind of working across the grid somewhat. You're probably not even going to care about the crocodile until you've got some of the other ones taken care of. But I don't know. I've never played this game, so it's going to be interesting to see if we can find out. There's also specific spots for each animal that are considered bonus spots. So, for example, 6 for the crocodile, 3 for the stag, 5 for the fox. If you can get one in those locations, it's even better. You cannot do the same location twice, so you can't wait for it to be here at 5 and then do the same thing. And the whole goal is to get close enough that you can take the photo while being adjacent to it. You don't want to be in the same spot because that will just scare the animal away. That's pretty much it. I think I'm not sure how this was supposed to print out. Let's go ahead and give this a try. Let's see how well we do. It is played over 3 rounds. Should take about half an hour. Shouldn't be too bad. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to place your token on the star token there, and you're going to place your round token on 1 and your stamina token on 6. So you're then going to roll the dice, and you're going to then basically place the animals according to where the dice ended up. So, for example, the fox, which came up 4, you're going to put the fox in the fox territory. The stag came up 2, so that will go there. The crocodile came up 6, it's already in its nice little habitat. And then the eagle came up 3, and those are a little bit tougher to find, but there's the 3 there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Basically, just doing a path like that. All right. So to figure out how we can do each round, there are 15 action cards here, and each action card is split up into 2. We're going to put this one next to here. And basically what this means is that I can spend 1 stamina to take 4 actions, or I can rest and regain 2 stamina. Now this is horrible. This is just absolutely horrible. That is not going to do me much good at all. But since the very first turn, there's no point in not moving towards the terrain. Um, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't know if these are specifically like tougher terrain areas, or if I can just simply move. It does say like it's one for clear ground and two for terrain. And so I got to think that the sort of like the wooded areas on the outside, those are not clear ground. Those are terrain. So I'm going to count that as terrain. I'm not entirely sure if that's correct. All right, bit of a mess. So let's see. I can either go 1, 2, 3, or I can just go 1, 2, 3. It doesn't really matter. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I get over here, that'll be my entire turn for day 1, and I don't really do anything else other than that. That's just sort of a waste of a day, unfortunately. If I had gotten to here and I still had 1 action point left, I could have taken a picture of the fox. You'll lose 2 points if you are two squares away, and you want to get right up next to it so you can take the photo. But unfortunately, we're right there. And what my goal is to hopefully on the next turn get a picture of the sunrise, especially at this time of day, or potentially go for the fox. Now, the way that the animals move each turn, and I'm just going to double check this to make sure I'm right. This poor instruction booklet is getting the crap kicked out of it. Roll animal dice and move animal cubes as necessary. Okay, so that's our first action. Now, essentially, these animals are going to move 1 to 2 spaces if a 1 or 2 comes up. If a 1 or 2 does not come up, they are not going to move. So our eagle moves. It flies from 3 to 4 to 5. So now it's over there. None of the other animals move. So now I'm going to draw an action card, and I get 1 stamina. I get 5 actions. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to lower my stamina by 1. I'm going to go here. It's not great. That is going to cost me 2 actions. I've got 3 actions left. I can take a picture of the sunrise. Now, just figure if you can get a picture taken, you roll one of these dice, and in this case, attempt to take a photo. Roll 1 6-sided dice and refer to the numbers besides the stamina track to see if you were successful. A photo taken from an adjacent spot will earn 5 points, while one taken from 2 spots away will earn 4. With a stamina of 2 or higher, or 5 or higher, it's 2 or more. So this is 3 or more. We need 3 or more to take a successful photo. We got a 5. We are able to take a successful photo. And I need a pen or a pencil. That would have been a good thing to grab at the beginning of this. All right, we're going to use this. All right, so we have taken our first sunrise photo. We took it during the golden hour, so we're actually going to get +1 for that. I think that's how we do the scoring. So it's 5 plus 1. So we got a total of 6 there. So good. We still have 2 action points left. So what I can do is I can go here, and then I can take a picture of the fox if I wanted to. I think I'm going to do that because I want to try to get as many pictures taken as possible. So let's go ahead and roll. We're 2 spots away, so we're only going to get 4 for this if we are successful. It's a 4. We're good. So that is going to be the whole point of me doing it sort of off center like this was so I could have. There we go. That in the upper left. So you can see what game I'm playing. All right, so I've got my first picture of a 4 of a fox. Took it at spot 4, and I took it during golden hour, so it's going to be 4 plus 1 for the golden hour. All right, that is the end of my turn. I don't have any additional action points left. You cannot bank action points, so we're simply going to move to the next day, and I'm going to roll. All right, our fox is on the move. No, our crocodile's on the move, so is the stag. So the stag is moving from 2 to 3 to 4. The crocodile is moving from 6 to 1. They move along the numbered path, staying in the numbered squares, but it's either 1 or 2 along that path, depending on how you roll. So now we're going to get 5 and 2. So the risk here is that I would really like to get close enough to take at least one more picture, but I don't think I have any way to really get to where I need to be based on this amount of action. My inclination is, even though this is golden hour, I've got a 3 here that I can use. I could either burn a stamina and just simply move 5 spaces along the bottom here. I could also burn 5 spaces to get up to here so that I am within like a good shot of 5 in case this does move 1. And then I'm still relatively close to the eagle over here. So I've got a good shot at that. Well, I'm actually in the spot where the eagle's supposed to be. All right, I think I'm going to burn stamina. I'm not going to burn the stamina. I'm actually going to take the rest action and then basically just get +2 there. All right, so we've increased our stamina. We've rested. The animals are again going to see if any of them are going to move. None of them are going to move. We're at full strength, and we're going to use 1 stamina if you get 6 actions. So that's really good. Now I can't take a picture of the fox again, which is a little frustrating. What's the closest I can get to an animal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doesn't put me close enough for the stag or the eagle. 1, 2, 3 puts me right next to the 5. I think I'm going to move to here. That's going to be the entirety of my move because I feel like that's a really good spot for me to be in, and hopefully the fox will move on the next turn. None of the animals are moving. And I can take 1 action, get 5 action points for 1 stamina. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move to here, and then I'm going to take a picture of the eagle. Now, let's lower that by 1. I have to get a 3 or better for the eagle. Did it. So that is going to be the eagle is 4. It's no longer during golden hour, so it's just the 4 points for that. And they were at spot number 5. All right. And that is it for my turn. So let's move the animals again. This time it's going to be a lot of movement. The eagle is going to fly to 6 to 1. The fox is going to go to 5. We are now right adjacent to it. That is going to be great for picture taking. 5 to 6. And then the crocodile does not move. Let's draw this. It is 1 action for 1 stamina for 4 points. Oh, good lord. Well, I've got nothing to do but take that picture there, so let's hope this works. I have to get 4 or better. It's a 50-50 chance. 3, so that's the first one. That failed, so let's try 2. That succeeded. So that is a 5. And you get +2 when it's in its special spot. So that's 5 plus 2. 5. I'm going to circle that so I know that it was its special spot. And then I still have 2 more actions left. I'm going to move. I think I'm going to move this way because that puts me closer to here and I can try to work my way around. And no matter what, I'm probably going to rest on this next turn. All right, everybody's moving 1 except for the crocodile. The crocodile moves from 2 to 3. The stag moves to 1. The fox moves to 6. The eagle moves to 2. Caw! There we go. And I get 1 stamina for 6 actions. Oh, that's really good. I don't have to worry about taking a photo right now. I'm too exhausted to take a photo. So I'm going to spend 1 stamina and just try to get some movement going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to move all the way down there. And hopefully what I can do is I can get up here and I can try to take pictures in this direction. So let's see how that goes. Nobody moves. 5, or I can restore 3 points. I'm going to restore the 3 points. Nobody moves. 6 action. I'm going to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to be a really good spot, potentially. I don't have enough energy to take a picture at this point, but hopefully the eagle might go too, and then I'll be right there to get a picture. But we're getting close to the end of the day, so it's got to be soon. And that was 1 stamina. All right, so the stag is moving 1. Nobody else is moving. 1 stamina for 6 action. I will go ahead and take that action. I'm going to go ahead and take this picture here. I have 6 stamina, and what I'm wondering is, should I go ahead and just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then get pictures of these two? Because I can do that on this turn. Might not be a bad idea. Now we'll go here for 1, 2. Then we'll take the picture. We have 4 or better. 5. We succeeded. So we took the alligator at position 3. We got it for 5 plus 1 for golden hour. 4, 5, 6. I think that's probably my best bet. Let's then move. Oops, that's not the right dice. There we go. So the fox is going to move 1, which we really don't care about. We don't really care about the fox anymore. We're all good with the fox. 1 action for 4, or I can rest for 2. And I feel like I gotta kind of take the action here. It's going to be difficult though. I need a 5 or better. But I can take both pictures from here if I want, and I'll probably miss one of them. And then just rest on the last turn. But I will, if I'm successful with either of these, I will get plus 2 for the golden hour. So eagle first, 6. That is a success. And that is in position 2. We are done with the eagle. We no longer need to get any eagle pictures. So that was 4 plus 2. Stag, on the other hand, we have no pictures of yet. It's a 1, it's a fail. All right. So then last turn, this is going to move 2. Nobody else is going to move at all. We're going to flip this over. Oh, that is so annoying. That is so annoying. I can either spend 1 action, but I can't take any photos if I spend that action. But it's a lot of movement that I could take. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would put me up there. Is it worth it? Oh, that is, and I forget how stamina works on day 2. Like if we reset our own stamina, yeah, we reset our own stamina. So no matter what, I mean, it doesn't matter if I go with the plus 3. I'm going to move all the way back up here. I'm going to move to the plus 3 up here. I'm going to use that last one there. It's the only thing I can do. The only thing I can do is just move. If I were at 0, the only thing I could do is rest. So I'm at 1. I can do 7 actions. I move to there. And then that's it. That is the end of the day. The animals go run and hide. We're going to move to day 2. My maximum stamina is 5. And then we're going to roll some dice. And this will determine the starting locations of each of the animals at this point. So 4 is going to go there. The stag is going to go on 3. That would be a great spot to be at. Unfortunately, I'm not there. 3 is going to go there, and then the eagle is going to be on 2. And as a reminder, I really only care about these 2 animals at this point. Plus, I still have to get a sunrise and sunset. My guess is that I'm probably not going to get both sunsets and both sunrises. It's really difficult to get both of those. I don't understand exactly how you're supposed to be able to get both, but that's because you can only get them you can only get sunrise here and sunset here. Like they have to be during golden hours. So, and that just feels really difficult to accomplish. But first turn, we're going to take all these back and then shuffle them up. Oh, and I get to start one higher. So if you end your day on one of the hearts, the next day your stamina goes down by 1 each day. So I've only got 5 stamina to start with, but because I ended on a heart, I will actually get 1 extra stamina to work with. It does not change your maximum, so you can't go back up over 5. No matter what, once you drop down to 5, that's it. You can't go up to 6 at any point. So I'll get 5 actions for 1 stamina or rest 2. So obviously I'll do the 5 actions. My 5 actions are going to be what? I can't get close enough to a sunset to really be able to take the picture. I feel like I need to get over here. So I'm going to move to here. It's 1, 2, 3, and then 2 spots for that. And then hopefully I can get it close enough to the stag to take its picture. The only animal that's moving is the stag, and it's moving 2 spots. So this is looking good for me. Burn 1 to take 6 pictures, or take 6 actions. So 2 to here, and then 1 to roll for a picture. I need a 3 or better. And then I can take 1 more picture. 6. Okay, so I got it. So that's going to be 5 plus 1 for the stag. And I took that at spot 6. If I'm really lucky, the stag will roll a 1. I was not really lucky. The crocodile's moving. Stag is staying where it is. My card is -1 action for 6, which I feel like is my better option. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to try to get over to here so that I have some options here. The stag is either going to end up at 1 or 2 the next time they move. And so either way, I think I'm in good shape. But I think by moving to here, I put myself in a better situation for the next picture. All right, so then we're going to roll the dice again. The dice, yeah, it's just the eagle moves to 3, fox moves to 5. Unfortunately, we don't care about either of those. And so I think at this point, I think I'm supposed to be 1 further down. We're going to rest. We're just going to take that as a rest action and move back up here. So this should be up here. Let's roll again. And unfortunately, none of the animals are moving. So what I can do is I can wait. That is another option that I have here that I hadn't really thought about. So that'll give me 5 actions for 1 turn. Waiting. Let's see. All right, yeah. So what I can do is I can now wait. I'm in the terrain for the stag. And instead of lowering my stamina to take 5 actions, I would just simply do nothing. The stag is actually going to move 1 towards me. So we're going to do that. What I'm hoping is that it does not now roll a 2. That would suck. Rolled a 1. That's actually the best possible option. So it rolls a 1. I draw a card. I only get 4 actions for this, but I will take a picture. It's a 1. So I'm going to take a second picture. It's a 3. That works. So I'm going to get 5 points for that. For that stag, and I'm in spot number 2. My next goal is now to go get the alligator and then hopefully a sunset picture before the end of the day. So first we're going to roll. Oh, I still have 2 actions left. So as I'm going to move to here. All right, so all of the animals, well, most of the animals are moving. So we're going to move that to 4, that to 6. We don't really need to track those anymore, do we? And I'm going to draw a card. I get 7 actions, or I could go +3. So I'm going to take 1 here. That's 1, 2. I need a 4 or better. Is this where I want to be? The alligator. I took the other one on 3. 5, that's going to work. So we're going to put in 5 here. That is going to be 5, and then no bonus, unfortunately. Part of me is wondering, it might be better. I have so much time to take this alligator picture. There's a part of me that's wondering whether I should not. Well, let's not worry about it. I'm not going to worry about optimizing anything at this point. That's my last of the animal pictures. I don't need the animal pictures anymore. I'm not going to worry about rolling anymore. I'm going to worry about how do I get these sunrise and sunset pictures. We do -4. Oh, actually, I still got a ton of movement, don't I? 1, 2, and 3. So I have 4 movement left after that. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to rest, actually. I'm going to rest that back up to 5. Okay, so 5 actions now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That goes down by 1. I can now take the sunrise picture. I'm going to move 1, 2. I still have 2 actions left. I have to get 4 or better. 1, 2. Okay, so neither of those were successful. So we're going to have -1. I have to get 5 or better, but I'm going to have 6 shots to take this picture. 4. 1. 1. 5. There we go. And then 2 more actions after that. So I'll use those remaining 2 actions to move there. But I did get 5 points for that because I was right next to it, +2 for the golden hour. And then 1 more action. I'm going to get 6 movement out of this. So we'll go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now my goal is get back over to sunrise for this next one. Unfortunately, I'm only going to be at a maximum of 4, so that's going to suck. We're going to take all these. I have to try to get there in the first 3 turns to get the sunrise picture. And then I have to get all the way back. The animals, I no longer care about. So the animals I'm going to take off the board. And we're just going to leave that over there. We're not going to worry about rolling those dice. Shuffle this up. I have to wonder if there's like some element of, on your first day, get sunrise, the 2 fox, 1 eagle, 1 stag, and then try to get back over to the sunrise. Like get the 2 sunrises on your first 2 days and sunsets on the next 2 days. I couldn't tell you. Oh, and this should go over here. This was sunset. All right. First up, we got -1 and -1 stamina and 4 movement. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's horrible. -1, and then for 6 movement, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're not going to be able to make it. We can't take a picture on the next turn. So if that's the case, if we can't take a picture on the next turn, I mean, if I rest right now, I'll push myself back up to 4. But even then, I'm not going to be able to get close enough to get over there. I think that -1 really screwed us. Because I have to get to here, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there's nothing here that has that many pictures. So I think I screwed the pooch on getting... I think I screwed the pooch on getting the sunrise picture. So given that, let's go ahead and get in position for these for the other picture. So we'll do 1 down. We'll go 1 down in terms of stamina. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. -1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're in position. So now we're just going to gain some stamina. And we're going to wait until we get to sunrise. I'm not going to even worry about this. We're at max stamina, so we can't do anything there. We're in the right position, so we need a 3 or better. Sorry, 4 or better. 1, 2, 3. We got it. Okay. All right, so that is going to be the sunset. That is 5 plus 1. So our final score is for the sunrises. We got nothing for that first one. 6. For sunsets, we got 13. For the fox, we've got 12. For the stag, we've got 11. For the alligator, we got 11. For the eagle, we got 10. We did not get the bonus. Our total score was 3, carry the 1, 63. 63, which according to our little sheet here is, I think, pretty good. 63 is cover worthy. So, and I do wonder if, I sort of skipped ahead really quite a bit, but I do wonder if I was supposed to try to get down here to take the other sunset, because I don't know if it can be the same sunset. But I had so much extra time here, because I was already in position by the time I got here, that I could have rested for 2, moved for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see, gone down 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then rested to get myself back up. So yeah, I could have gotten down in that position. Interesting game. It's kind of neat. I do feel like this would help with other forests. There's a thing down here that says location on the exposure record. I don't know if there's a better strategy for getting both sunsets and both sunrises. I do feel like that's a very difficult thing to sort of pull off. And I feel like it's also sort of not, like, it's more fun to try to get the animals than it is the sunrise and sunset. So, like, I would probably, if I were to change this, I would say, let's make it so that it's 1 sunset, 1 sunrise, and then you got to get the animals as well. But that's neither here nor there. It's fun, it's interesting. I think it's a really good idea, and hopefully I'll get to try it again at some point. But for now, I'm going to sign out, and I'll see you again tomorrow.